Module 1, Lesson 1. What is data science? So, you might be wondering what is really data science. In the simplest term, data science is simply a concept that reveals the hidden relationship between data fields. And that is why it is called data science, a science which focuses on studying data. So what it means is that in data science, one has to collect data, perform statistical analysis on the data in order to understand how these different fields are related in the domain under study, and then even predict future occurrence through what we call a model which has been created using this data. So let us see an example for us to understand how this applies. Now suppose you want to understand how a certain drug affects the performance of athletes. If you are a researcher, you might employ data science by collecting data such as the frequency of drug usage, the age of the athletes, the performance in terms of mile run, nutrients accompanied with drugs, and the time of drug consumption. Now, from this data, you might end up performing some statistical analysis and then conclude that the performance of this athlete can be calculated or predicted using this function. Performance is equals to 56.78 plus frequency of usage times 0.576 plus age times 5.89. Now this is what I can basically call a model that you have created from the data which you have collected. Now from this model which you have created in data science, it can help you realize some very interesting things concerning this research. Number one, you are able to realize or define the hidden relationship between variables. E.g., in this case, you realize that performance is only affected by the frequency of usage and also the age of the athlete, which means you do not consider all the other data fields that you collected in this case, since they do not affect the performance. And number two, you can be able to predict the future occurrence, or let me say the future performance of the athlete, by substituting the random values in this frequency of usage and age. Let us say, for example, you substitute here 40 years of age of the athlete and the frequency of usage, maybe you substitute 2. Then using this function, you can see the result in this performance. And maybe you substitute here 2, the frequency of usage, and maybe here at age, you substitute to 30. You might see the performance of this athlete. This now enables you to predict the efficiency of maybe, let us say, an athlete with certain age. Let us say maybe he's 30 years of age and takes this drug twice. He becomes more efficient as compared to an athlete who is of age 40 and takes this drug maybe thrice. So data science will help you basically to predict even the future occurrence and to realize the hidden relationship in data fields. It is applied in many fields, as we are going to see in module 2. But in this case, it is also applied in things like face recognition, text and speech recognition, picture recognition, etc. That is what basically is data science, a field for revealing the hidden concept in data.